Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about the Mega Man X and the zero to my Mega Man X. Shade's here today. Do you not want to be zero?
I mean, I guess.
You want to be the cool one, right? Mega Man X he's just kind of frumpy or rule bound or whatever.
I don't want to fight. Fighting's wrong, even though that's all I do in my fucking games.
already with them, Mom. Okay. So I don't remember the controls of this game because it's been a couple years since I've played it. This is just kind of the intro to how scientific I did this Mega Man X experiment, and I keep hitting the wrong buttons. You gotta take the Airbus. So I did this in a very, very scientific way. So I only played as Mega Man or Mega Man X, except for X7, where you can't play as him. So if Mega Man X
Forced to play as someone's OC that they came up with on the dev team. Hey, I made my own Mega Man X OC. His name's Axel, and he shoots a lot, and his guns don't take weapon energy to use, and da-da-da.
Is that how you really feel about him?
Yeah, basically.
So, if Mega Man was to upgrade, I would keep playing that Mega Man. If Mega Man at the point of upgrade was a different Mega Man, I would use that different Mega Man. So the example is in X5 and X6, the fourth armor. I would only play as Mega Man to a certain point to where it became probably too difficult for me. I'm old. I have a problem with my right hand, and let's walk a circle. But I wanted to create the unique experience of just that, him playing as him, because like in X4 they mentioned that he is like Zero is for more advanced players. I never played through X4 to Shade's disappointment. I played the rest of them. I'm so glad they have that yellow police tape in the future. So that's kind of what got me on that, because you'll have two vastly different experiences if you play Mega Man X or play as Zero. I mean, just look at Mega Man X7. There's a vastly different experience to be had there. I don't remember what's going on here. I'm lost. Again, I haven't played this game in years. So, as kind of this opening, this is kind of what I wanted to put out there, that I only played as Mega Man when possible. And even in X7, when they gave you the option to play as Axel or Zero, I played Axel, and then the moment I unlocked Mega Man, I played as Mega Man. Because they had that tag system. I hit the wrong button again. Blah, blah, blah. So you kind of, like, you've never played it. It's an okay RPG. You'll find yourself probably most likely using Zero, X, and Axel because they're the best, and they have broken
G-Shock.
Broken superpowers, where the other ones aren't kind of broken, they're just kind of lame. But yeah, and I'm just running around in circles at this point, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to get into my least favorite Mega Man game, and then I think Shade is probably going to laugh at me. Probably for the next hour or so. I think it's a reasonable expectation. the audio touch told me not to get hit, and I was just getting hit left and right. So without further ado, the worst Mega Man X game. Alright. I think Shade's a little shot. To me, the worst Mega Man X game is Mega Man X6. For one very simple reason. You cannot complete this game as Mega Man X. You can't do it. There's either too many spikes, jumps are too long. There's actually a jump in the where is it? It's Magma in the Recycle Lab, and I did use another Mega Man for this that he actually can't do because it's like a 90-degree and the screen's coming down to smash you, and there's some spikes and you have to dash directly across. Mega Man X cannot dash directly across. I'm not going to go through that stage again. To me, it is overall level design that is the worst thing about this. The worst. Because so you have the normal level, which, you know, they're normal boss color. And then you have when they're like when it's red, that's when this gotta be careful not to dash off the stage. When they're red, the stage is messed up, which it makes some of the stages a lot worse. I mean it just makes it honestly, it just the level design in this game is just awful. I don't remember everybody's name in this game. So in the fire area, the fire stage, they give you they give you these giant creatures to fight, and you have to hit them on all four corners, and you have to fight it like 6 times. And yes, that was the entire stage. That was not the messed up stage. That was the entire stage. To get to that boss, that's how long it took. And I wasn't even doing that great. No, we're not going to save. Save cancel. But no, really it's the overall level design, because Mega Man X can't do it. He cannot complete the stage. You can't complete the game. You see these two right here? I have not beaten those two, but if you can defeat Gate, you can go right to the end. Right to the end. Which is what I did. See, you see me, I went Falcon, I just went back to the X. I think this is the last stage.
Yeah, because I remember there's an ending stage that's covered almost entirely in spikes, and then you get the midpoint boss, and I think there's a jump that you can't make unless you have a specific armor. Yeah.
So, I guess if you want to put it that way, it's kind of a technicality of... I'm going to kill myself a couple more times. I get it, it's a technicality of what's going on, but to me, you should be able to beat the game with every character as their normal self. I don't know, do you disagree?
Yeah. I still don't see how this is worse. This is worse than 7.
I mean, so the story again is, so Gate finds part of Zero, who, by the way, super easily resurrected, and then after I'll see if I can do this. This is the wrong stage. This is the stage with the 4-hit demon, which they put a fire pit, under you, and you eventually it destroys. And I can't leave either, can I? Because I didn't beat the stage. You can't leave either. So you can watch this horrible. But at least Mega Man. Remember what you said in the sound test?
Don't get hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and isn't this the game where the later it gets, the more powerful they are, or something?
That is 5.
Hell,
They do power up, but they don't power up as bad as in 5. Spoiler alert: 5 is not on my list of the good ones. Because I get stuck kind of, and I'm gonna get hit. Just just kill me. Just get it over with. But no, so I think they put that in there intentionally, that they knew this game was going to kind of be garbage. Listen, I didn't make the garbage game. I wouldn't have put spikes everywhere. Oh, and some of the power-ups in this, like, oh, when you hit every hunter rank that you increase, you can use different power-ups. No, only to a certain point, and I got like 2 power-ups. So I have to choose between 2 power-ups, and like, I want 5 power-ups or 4 power-ups. I want something better, but no. But no, ultimately, the story's okay. The stage design is awful. I mean, I honestly think, like, even with as messed up as Mega Man X7 stages are, you can still do them. I mean, that to me is part of it. You want to make it difficult, but you don't want to make it impossible. And they make it impossible. And I thought about, I'm not going to go back to the Practice Center, because after this, I'm going to actually, after we talk about all 8 of these, I'm going to install this one, because I hate the second pack. It's not good. It's no bueno. And then we're finally dead. But no, I mean, it's ultimately is that you can call it a technicality if you want, but you cannot beat this game with X. And that's why I put it so low, honestly. And you're saying that you disagree. It's fine to disagree with me. That's what this is all about. That's what you're invited over here for, is to mock and disagree.
I mean, I still to this day have not beaten more than half of the bosses in X7, so
I'm gonna tell you a secret on how to do that. All right, I'm gonna tell you a secret. That's gonna be in the next one. Cause I'm about to cut this right here. So, I'll in the next video I'll give you a secret on how you beat all those bosses. All right, at 7th place, what Shade calls the worst, I call the second worst, is Mega Man X7. And this one, at least everybody can you can play with everybody in every stage. Yeah, you start off as Axel, who I'm not. Which one am I? Oh, okay. I want 1. And I'll show you a little secret on how to. We have to watch do we have to watch the animation? Okay, I get it. I get it.
I gotta spin them around.
Yeah, I mean, go to Stone Kong Monkey Faces level. Oh, wait a minute. I want Axel. We use the glide armor. I can use these things now because we're like I probably don't remember the controls. But so what happens is, you get Axel. Look at me, I'm Axel. What you do is the moment I forgot that button. Yeah, this is the one. So the moment you get this deals a ton of damage, and then you get his 50% up ability. You turn pretty much everything into a boss fight into a shootout. Because you can sit around and just do that. And that's the secret of this game. Because Zero is worthless. And I think for a lot of us who played X5 to X5 to X8, it didn't skip X4. They're like, oh, okay, we can't use Zero, or we can't use Mega Man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Zero, and Zero is the worst character by far in this game. He is complete trash because his weapon's not long enough.
Oh, you mean his beam dagger?
I miss X8 where he can auto shoot, so I don't have to keep mashing the button. So what happens is if you actually end up saving the 75 scientists, you immediately switch over to X, get X powered up, and then you just run through as Axel and X. That's what the strategy of this game is. You do not use Zero, even though he can beat the red faction boss. He is by no means the best to do it because it's a 3D platform area, and he has to jump in and jump out before he attacks. Whereas Mega Man and Axel can just
shoot him with guns.
Yep. I don't remember what button it is to switch. There we go. And Mega Man's glide armor is kind of worthless too. So it goes.
You can glide slowly. You can turn into Knuckles.
Because that's really my main complaint, There's some level design issues here, but it's not as bad as X6. Yeah, some of the bosses are in 3D, and there's a lot of shenaniganry going on.
Oh, do we have to bring up burn to the ground, burn to the ground, burn to the ground?
Yes, actually you do. And I can't make it up on the monkey face. That's a horrible boss. I'll give you that. I mean, a lot of these bosses are awful. I mean, I call him Stone Kong Monkey Face. I don't remember his actual name, and your advice is still not working of not getting hit. Your advice is. Listen, I don't have to pay attention to that stuff anymore. Oh, I wanted to go to the. And they're gonna lower my 100 level because I did such a bad job. By the way, that was artificially increased anyway because I had to go back through and get a power up, and I kept doing really well, so my grade kept increasing. Or you have to watch the. But no, a lot of the stages are poorly designed still. You have 2 stages. That one's not that bad. That one's not. That one's, I think that one's kind of bad because you have to fight like a bunch of robots, and then you have to fight the kangaroo, and then you have to fight the Joey in the boss battle. So it's kind of a long boss battle. That one's not bad. That one's not too bad. That one's not bad. That one you have to jump from plane to plane, and it's jagged and not very good. You're gonna die more often than you think you will because, like, you clip just the back of the airplane and then you fall down to your death because you can't jump onto part of the back of the airplane. That one's not too bad. This one's a racer. We race around and you have to pick up the bombs off the course. It's still pretty bad. Those are kind of my main complaints about this. I mean, I don't like...
I mean, my main complaint is that it's a horrible game.
I don't like in this one that anytime a scientist takes a hit, they're dead. In X6, the Sigma thing had to, you know, touch the scientist and then they were dead. Any bad guy touches this and you lose your power up. You know.
When did they decide that turning power-ups into savable units was a good idea?
Yeah, because I think I was reading it like it will take you 3 full times to play through this game to get someone to full power. I'm like, this is 2022. I don't have that time anymore. I can't go back through and like, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Like, no, I'm not. No. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna put it down, and that's gonna be that. So I think I'm done complaining about this one. We knew it was bad. I mean, we did. We've known it's bad for almost 20 years. So you ready to move on to the next worst one? Alright, the 6th worst Mega Man is Mega Man X5. So we'll start to load the game. My largest complaint is time limit. So when you start this game, they give you quote unquote 18 hours to beat all 8 bosses, and that's not real life hours. That's if you go to a boss and then you leave, that's 1 hour. So it just makes you go to the boss and stay at the boss. So what I literally did was started with this one, Cave Bear Hardface, and I went all the way down. Duff McWhalen, remember, it's not his name anymore. TV Land didn't see that you roll your eyes at Duff McWhalen. Because that's the only thing I know him as. And then I just went over here and is that Axl Rosen or something like that?
Axl Rose Red or something?
Yeah, yeah, it was. And these stages aren't as bad. And some of the other ones, we'll go in here and we'll play. I'm not gonna offend all the Zero fans out there. And I think this one, does this one have the, yeah, this one has the dark hole.
You mean C-Shot?
I was going to get there later, but if you want to talk about the Mega Man X C-Shot versus the Mega Man Mega Man 9 C-Shot. Now this one has the dark hole that its only real use is to stop the lasers. As you mentioned in the last video when we talked about the ones where the level increases, this is the one where it gets really, really bad. So an enemy, you know, your first boss starts off at level 1, you're like, okay, this is, and then it goes like level 3 and then 5, and then somehow it ships like 15. The highest level enemy in this game is level 96. And their bar is probably 2.5 times that of my Mega Man's. Your special weapons may run out of ammo before you defeat them. And one of them, I think this is the one. I think this is the one with Spiral Pegasus in it. He can probably beat Sigma because his weakness is Dark Hold, and Sigma is only level 25. Whereas, you know, the strongest Spiral Pegasus is 96. And by the way, Spiral Pegasus, not Storm Eagle. And that's pretty much what he is. He just... He has the same moves except for... Storm Eagle shoots out that tornado, and he just swings around a bunch of punches. And that's really their only main difference. They do a lot of the same stuff. I think this is where the car wreck happens. And it's just, it makes the end of the game super annoying. And it makes the normal part of the game super annoying because they... In the other Mega Man X games, they all relatively stay the same, or they get just a little bit more powerful. They don't get insanely more powerful. Like, I mean, the jump from doing it here... Yeah, I think this is Spiral Phoenix. Spiral Pegasus, excuse me. But the jump is so great. Instead of just giving them a full bar, they give them, you know, 2.5 times the bar. No, it's... I'm going to save you, but I'm not going to save it, okay? Why are these guys back? Well, there goes your ship. Too bad. But that's like my main complaint about this game was crap. Not destroying bombs. Because ever since X6, I mean, all of these are doable. It's just, you know, some may be more difficult than others. Yeah, and that's what I have in my notes, is that the boss levels are far too high in the Sigma levels than what they are. That's what I get for goofing off. But yeah, it has. They still Flash Man and Quick Man stage. I'm not even gonna look. They can hit me all they want to. We're almost done with this video. But no, they pull out. Hey, look, hey, you thought we forgot about Quick Man and Flash Man? Like, no, I get it. There's probably a Flash Man or a Quick Man in the future. You know, Super Quick Man, or I mean, Overdrive Ostrich isn't it, right? And again, I probably say a lot of these names wrong because I don't remember them. This is probably the second or third time that I've probably played this game. My butt.
He's just like menacingly staring at you. Up, spiked.
But no, that to me is my main complaints. Do you have any complaints or critiques for X5?
I don't know. I mean, this is the game that started the downfall of the Mega Man X series. It's not bad, but this is where it started getting bad.
I'd put it with like Mega Man 6, where it started to get bad. Like, what are we doing? You know, it's like, do we need some of this stuff? I was about to jump off, see if I could jump off that wall and hit the spikes, but that was a no-go. All right, so I think we're all done. Oh no, I got the virus. Oh no. They must hate these robots right here. They just put them on spikes in the middle of an elevator. And is this the boss? Ah! Trick. You just fall to your death.
I mean, that would be one way to do it.
So, yeah, I think we're just gonna move on to the next one. Still haven't hit the. We're still in the same Legacy collection, by the way. And surprise, we stay in the same Legacy collection on the next one. All right, sitting in at number 5, the 5th worst. Or, there we go. Is Mega Man X8. So to me, the Mega Man X Legacy 2 collection contains all the worst of them. Just all of the worst. As you just commented, this is the best of the worst.
So this is the worst of the good Mega Man games.
I do like the metal thing over some of the power-ups. I know Mega Man... Did it start me over again? Yeah, start me over. We'll just go with it.
Ready.
Nobody cares. Like I like the chip idea, so that you can, you know, upgrade who you want to upgrade. I typically upgraded Mega Man and then Zero and then Axel, because actually Zero's actually useful in this one. You know, his saber's long enough to where he can, you know, do stuff. And then he's, you know, he's what I think the kind of the future of the Mega Man series kind of should be, where Axel gets different weapons. Maybe not every boss he gets a new weapon. Zero learns, you know, moves. You know, he learns, you know, he can deflect crap. And then Mega Man X gets, you know, all the special abilities. I won't say all the special abilities. But, you know, he gets all the boss abilities, I guess I'll say. And then you kind of just go from there. Is this the part where we get Zero? I'm only left as Axel. I'm only left as Axel. Oh, in this one you have to hit the button the second time. Okay. Again, it's been a while since I've played these. And the story in this one was actually pretty good too. Like you all have had 20 years to play the game, so I'm going to ruin the story for you. You know, you got this new administrator computer, and she's, you know, I guess if you want to call it a she, if it's really what it is. And you know, she can transform like Axel. You know, blah blah blah. And then kind of at the end of the game, it's like, hey, you know, we dug into your code and you're all, you know, you have some Sigma in you. And at the end of the game, it's like, yeah, we can go Maverick whenever we want to. Screw you guys. And it's like, that to me kind of opens up, you know, a new window for the X series. It's kind of like, well, before there had to be like a Maverick outbreak or something, you know, like influenza. But now it's like, oh crap. At any time, you know, anybody can become a Maverick. It's their choosing. So, and maybe that's what sets up the Mega Man Zero series, where I could remember how to. I don't remember how to use the team attack at the moment. There it is. Again, it's been a minute since I've played these. Oh, look at us! But this one also still suffers from stage design flaws. There's Lightning Manowar, who you have to chase around the city, but you only get 2 laps to injure him enough so that you can fight him as a boss. And then you have the awful snowboard stage, which pulls some battle toads on you. Oh, did I forget to mention that the horrible blocking ability of enemies? Oh, that's right. Spoiler alert. Zero can double jump. But no, in general, I like where this one was heading back from. I mean, there's some flaws, and there's always some flaws in some Mega Man games. You know, there's always something that's not the best, not the worst. But this is, to me, coming back in the right direction of Mega Man. I mean, if we have another Mega Man X game, this is kind of where it should be from 8 and the other top 4. Because those other ones to me had massive flaws, and it just kind of ruined things. I mean, this one kind of goes back to, you know, each stage kind of has a gimmick, but not all the gimmicks are
full.
Yeah, because that was what was wrong with like Mega Man 8. I think it was Mega Man 8. That every stage had a gimmick, and then they had, at a certain point, they had too many gimmicks. And then, you know, at the Wily stages, you have to decide on what gimmick you want to use. That was a fail. I get it, guys. Let's switch over. But in this one, I think, like at the beginning of the game, you take a little bit too much damage. And I think our health is maxed out at the moment, and I don't have Mega Man's best armor on. But you take an incredible amount of damage. That, you know, I think maybe at some point you take, you know, 3 or 4 hits and you're done. And that to me is maybe a little low. Is maybe you should take 5 or 6 hits, because after you get the neural armor Mega Man, he can take. He's a champ. I mean, if you get that. The damage reduction, you put it on. I mean, he'll take so little damage and he can recover so much that it's not fair. It's not fair to the other characters, because he can take his almost entire bar damage, you swap out where they heal, and he can fully heal back up, and you just continue on. Oh, and here we got everybody's favorite character. We're gonna skip the movie.
Oh, you mean Boba Fett? How did they get the rights?
I mean, he's different enough. Like, let's just say.
Oh, so he's legally distinct to Boba Fett?
Yes. Like, this stage isn't bad. That stage isn't bad. That's the snowboard stage, which is awful. That's just a constant fall stage. That's parts of Castlevania 3. That is... that's Lightning Man War. That's where you have to go around and you have to beat him up. That's a search stage, which is cool to me. You know, it's like, hey, we're going to go around and you have to kind of sneak around. You know, it's got a little bit of American Style going on, but if you mess up, you know, you can just destroy a ton of enemies. This one has, like, you know, they flip the stage, which is kind of cool. And this one is you have to do a test, and if you can complete so many tests, the tests get harder. So it's A in the R&D lab. Oh, there's an intermission. I'm not going to go into any of these other stages. But, I mean, ultimately my main complaint is that before you start getting power-ups and hearts, the damage is too high. The bosses have immunities to attacks after a certain point, so you get them down to like a quarter health. Or, you know, if you attack them with... I'm hitting A. We'll do this one. We'll play a 0. But if you have like the final armor Mega Man and you hit him with that attack and it's supposed to kill everything, it knocks them down to 1 health, but then you have to watch them power up and do their goofy attack, and then you shoot them one more time and they're dead. I do like how they included 3 navigators in this one for different stage parts, because that's the only way that you can find some of the hidden stuff in the stages. I guess my last biggest complaint, now I'm thinking about it, is the retry chips. That instead of lives, you have retry chips, which you get 2 for free, and then you have to buy the other ones. But unlike some of the other Mega Man games, they don't start you, you know, kind of necessarily where you left off, and that was a good one on my part. And see, it's like, here's this retry chip. They give you 3. And I didn't go through and grab everything. I didn't feel the need to.
Good job out there.
I mean, the Sigma Palace is... Yeah, because you got all the stuff that you see. I bought a ton of stuff for Mega Man. Maybe I won't agree to that. I don't need a 1+1 to. Ooh. No. Does Mega Man have that? Something like that? Oh, we don't have the technology. But no, that's kind of all about Mega Man. You have anything you want to add? Help?
No, I mean, X8 is fine.
It's middle ground. No.
I mean, except that Axel's in it. I mean,
and that he's straight trash. Hey, it's okay. It's okay to admit it. So now we actually get to go to the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, where I think you'll probably disagree with me again. Ooh, at number 4, which is Mega Man X3.
yeah, I kind of saw that coming.
Because to me, Mega Man X8 and Mega Man X3 share a lot of the same problems. And I have to go back through with the ones on password and reset my buttons every time that I play it. Because I'm getting old, I can't have all the buttons close together. At least they give you this nice little load. Yes, 0 is the password keeper. I like how the head part tells you what you've missed in a stage. go here. I think I've been here a few times before. Yeah, again, my main problem. Oh, we gotta wait for the map. It shows nothing. Is that at the beginning of this game, you take way too much damage. I mean, again, it's like 3-4 hits, and you're dead in some cases until you start getting all the power-ups and stuff like that. Maybe make it like 4 or 5 hits, and I'll be okay with it. But and you know, that's just kind of the thing that just, I guess, upsets me the most is. But there's a lot of treasure hunting to be done. There's like a lot of extra stuff in this game that maybe it's not this one. Oh, you good. Put him away. No!
He's on his way.
No! Go away! You have to... I didn't even...
Yeah, he can't air dash.
That'll lose the use of him forever?
Yep.
Oh no! I didn't want to use you anyway. I hit the wrong button. That's too bad. I guess Mega Man X4 is not going to be another Search for Zero. Because this one has extra bosses in it too, and I think this is...
There's different endings based
yeah.
on which ones you fit, depending on if you beat Bit and Bite, they have different bosses forms or something.
Yeah, because I
think if you want to get Zero's Saber, you have to beat Bile in his stage.
Yeah, because you have to go through and you actually have to defeat him. It's not a just, you know, beat him. You have to beat him with the appropriate weapon, and then he blows up. And then he's like, well, I'm going to bury you in the factory. And you're like, haha, psych. And then... Yeah, because I expected Zero to... But this is Zero's first one back from all the damage he took in, you know, Mega Man X2, where he... Because when I play a Mega Man X game, this is kind of what I typically think of. The stages aren't too terrible. I mean, they're decent. And, I mean, you have just one Mega Man and you just kind of play as that Mega Man. I think this one has probably like the worst Sigma of all of them. Because...
You didn't like Gundam Sigma?
No! He comes out in this... And you have such a small space to hit him in his dome. And then it just kind of like, it becomes annoying at a certain point. And then after that, if you're not prepared, he starts flooding the stage with fire. And now you have to dodge him while going through fire to a dead end. Which is annoying. You know what? Screw dodging. You see what I'm talking about now? Now that I got his armor, he's not taking much damage at all. But without that armor, he's just taking damage left and right. Oh, it's half damage. I think it's more than half damage. Because I needed that one right there. I need that weapon power up. Because it's super important that I have that. Oh, and I think my last kind of problem. I think if you stand still, he heals with certain armor. Dr. Doppler. And maybe this is just when I fought him and how he went. He restores his health quite often, and it makes the fight 2 to 3 times longer than what it is. Luckily, his pattern isn't that bad, but he just sits around like, oh, attack, 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 heal, attack, 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 heal, attack, 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 heal, attack, 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 heal, and it's just kind of. But it's still, I mean, to me, it's still a worthwhile game to play. I mean, if you had to buy Legacy Collection 1 or Legacy Collection 2, buy the first one. And if you're feeling frisky, that's when you buy the second one. That's where you can get most of your problems. That's why this Mega Man Collection 2 is so much longer, is because you have so much more problems. You have X6, X7, X5, and they're all kind of not great games, and you know they're going to take you twice as long as a normal Mega Man because you're going to get frustrated. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. You have anything you want to add for this before I?
My only marks against Mega Man X3 is that maybe there's a little bit too much going on. There's, you know, you got to get all the ride armors, you got to get all of the pieces, and each of the pieces has a chip, and there's just a lot. And all the stages are like really long, and some of the mid bosses are kind of annoying.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. That's why it's the best of the worst of the best.
If you want to say that, yeah.
If I can get it right this time. We know that I'm at the best speech draft. So next to the next one. So between the outro, Shade's been over here goofing off with pretending he's Mega Man. You know, you're Zero. I'm Mega Man.
That was a Zero line.
Was it? I don't know. I never played these.
Oh, you haven't seen that, have you?
No.
Man, you're missing out. You're missing out on some quality voice acting.
I mean, I like that they added like the animated stuff here. And
Zero's got a lot more scenes than Mega Man. Actually, I think one of Mega Man's stages where you have to actually play it, Mega Man or Zero just gets a cutscene.
Let's see where we're gonna go. This game also has my favorite special ability, and that would be Soul Body, based upon Soul Glow off of Coming to America. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a Jerry Curl commercial that the Prince sees, and let your soul glow.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But look at my soul. By the way, the head part in this game, vastly overpowered. Because I can now sit around and do this. I can use Soul Glow to my heart's content. Because that's kind of what you do when you the Commandant or the Commander stages, the souped up Sigma stages, was I just go around and Twin Splasher and just do this. Oh, I'm not supposed to be able to. Don't you block me?
He's strong against that.
I know what he's not strong against. Soul Glow. And like this one's kind of weird. Like you can use it to jump off, you know, and you have to use it in some places to get power ups and stuff like that. Or you can do that. Oh, that's a. that was almost a bad thing. I don't have too much really to complain about it. I think Sigma in this one is the one and only time that they trick you very well, because it's two bosses at the end, not just one. So he comes into this pattern, and he does, he'll do an attack here, do an attack there. But then, what happens is at the, you like I defeated Sigma, and no, you didn't, because he has a second part, which is on the ground, and he has one in the air. So I mean, kudos on that one. But this to me was, pretty much everything after this kind of pretty much went downhill. We got new graphics, we got a bunch of new stuff. You can play as Zero full time, which I did not. So I think Shade's telling me to go play through all of them. And I do like the amount of usage meter on top of it, so that I don't have to guess. I have to. I was glad when I got that helmet. Like, oh, you have infinite energy. Okay, I can just walk around doing this. I can walk around doing goofy stuff now. Like I think when we talked about this maybe a year or so ago, like me playing through Mega Man X games, I think my problem is that I tried to do this game as Zero, only playing the other Mega Man X games as X, which I'm not kind of advanced enough yet to do that, because I haven't really practiced as X or as Zero. I have to do. Because this is how you get the helmet ability from the Cyber Peacock. You have to use Soul Glow to. No, but to me this is a really good one. I was really happy playing it for the first time. And just kind of, I mean, to me it's, I could probably use that fire weapon, couldn't I? Soul Glow is just too powerful. And you see, we're not taking too much damage. I'm trying to remember who the bad guy is in this one besides Sigma. Oh, it's this is the one where the Reploids want to go to space.
Yeah, they've got Colonel and
General
or whatever.
And General's like massive. And this one has double in it.
Double, yeah. There's a different person for X and Zero.
Really?
Double's not in Zero's scenario.
Then who is in Zero's scenario?
You'll have to find out.
Why? So you
not gonna spoil that.
Is it Rush?
Yes, they resurrect Rush and make you fight him.
Because that would be cool.
You crack the code.
I know, man. Uh-oh. But also, like, when you're firing your beam, it just goes through people and it just leaves those little trails, so other enemies can get hit by them. But no, yeah, overall solid. I mean, I would probably play this one again in a year or so just to play it again, because I've played Mega Man X1 and X2 and X3. I would say a fair amount of times, because I think Mega Man X3 was 1995, so that would have been late middle school for me. So I probably would have you know, I was playing Mega Man games at that point. Up. I'm so good. Done. And it's weird that they have in some of these, like they have the life capsule where they give you four lives to start, and other ones they just don't do it at all. It's just weird because I think it was this one is the first one that has it, and I picked it up. I'm like, why do I have 4 lives? What have I done? Like I don't remember getting any. I don't remember doing anything like that. And just here's this life kit. I mean, how do you feel about 2 energy containers?
I mean,
get good.
It's fine. I don't think I ever had a problem with this.
How would I use that rickety piece of equipment when I got Soul Glow?
You don't like using the ride armor?
Now that I have a limited Soul Glow, I just pretty much walk around like this.
I think this is the only Mega Man X game where you can take one of the ride armors into a boss fight.
Really?
Yeah, Magma Dragoon's stage.
Ah, okay. I can see that.
Some ride armors in there that you can, if you go the right way, you can take it into the boss fight. As long as you've got a pretty good amount of health still on it, it makes that boss fight really easy.
I would have never thought that. Cause that's an interesting point that somebody overlooked probably. But I think that's part of Mega Man X6 where, oh, you can't do this stage. Maybe, you know. And is this is Armor Armadillo stage, isn't it?
The Armored Armadillo's in 1.
He doesn't have Soul Glow. I like how you just had to stop. You had to stop right there and walk from train to train. I think that can end it. Immune to Soul Glow because it's a soulless machine.
So all the rest of them are soulful machines?
I mean, if you can, I think if you can go Maverick, you have a soul. Is that how it works?
I wouldn't know.
You haven't got Maverick yet?
I'm not educated on Mega Man X deep lore.
Well, I mean, like what happened to Dynamo? So Dynamo pops up in X5. He pops up as an extra boss in X6. Then he just kind of disappears. Where'd he go?
They discovered how lame he was and didn't put him in any other games.
Is that what it was? Is that what it was? Like, you're lame. You're done. Go on, son. Take to the bench. You have to use as many sports references as possible. Like, I'm sorry, you're done. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So you ready for the last 2? I'm pretty sure you can guess the next order.
I don't know. It really depends.
I think you can guess the next order. But we're gonna surprise TV World though. Well, is it turns surprise and then not surprise because there's only one left after this. After that one. Coming at second, Mega Man X2. My main problem is that it's the search for Zero. So they shot Zero off into the Genesis planet, and then Zero got revived, right? Is that how it happened?
What are you talking about?
That's Star Trek 3.
I've never seen that, so...
So at the end of Wrath of Khan, Spock dies.
Spoiler alert.
You have had 40 years, that's like 30 years to see Star Trek 2. Alright? 30 years. It came out in the 80s. So he dies. Actually, it's almost the same thing that happens in the new Star Trek 2.
Spoiler alert.
But so they give you these 3 other bosses, and 2 of them aren't bad. You have old guy who you know, he throws off his cape and he's ripped and he doesn't walk. He has a hover round. You have Scarlet, who's a sword person who, if you stay at the top of the stage, the moment they jump up and shoot their thing at you, you kind of just fall down and you hit them with the Mega Buster as they fall down, and you just keep doing that and repeat that. The big dude with the
Flail.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's by far the worst in an open area. But Scarlet is you have to beat him at. You're not trying to be super sexist. And after you defeat the first stage, but before you complete your second one, or no, is it?
They don't show up until you've beaten 2, I think.
Yeah, it's 2. Then you have 3, 4, and like 5. So you have to kind of rush through and kill them. And you know, I think you should have given them like a little bit more time. Oh, let's go back. Let's change the. All we're gonna do is
You wrecked your bike. There goes Mega Man X's insurance rates.
Geico in the future doesn't approve. Do you think in a future like this we would have insurance?
I mean, I don't know.
Maverick insurance? That would be something super silly.
Wait, do you get the insurance for getting attacked by a Maverick or becoming Maverick?
I think it'd be like death insurance, where if like your family would get it if you became Maverick and then you died because you were Maverick. By the way, this is one of the most jerk hard pieces to get right here. You have to either ride the vehicle all the way through, or you have to do your
Just air dash over there. And,
yeah. Yeah. And was that the entire stage?
Yeah.
You go up to the rocket, and it's overdrive. And no! So what is Overdrive Ostrich's like? What is he supposed to do? Do they have jobs?
I mean, he runs really fast. I don't know.
They don't have jobs. And
Maybe this is like the original Mega Man games, and eventually they just started making them to beat the crap out of people.
I get it. And how come what happens to him? That was Dr. Kane.
Everyone forgets about him at some point.
And he forgets about himself. He gets so old, he just... But no, I mean, interesting stage design. Again, my only problem is that you're playing the Search for Zero. You know, because if you fight these 3 bosses, you get, what, different bosses?
Well, if you get all of Zero's parts, you don't have to fight him in the final stage.
And that's what kind of, like, it saves you a little bit of time. And it's the first one with Wire Mesh Sigma. And you have to use Wire Sponge, you know, to beat him.
Or you can just use the X-Buster.
I use Wire Sponge.
It's most of the bosses in this game are weak against the fully charged X-Buster. So it just does a lot of damage.
Another hit right there. Because they really, honestly, if you put together Zero back. By the way, we saw this in Mega Man X8. Where
yeah, there's a few more where they do that.
But, you know, to me, like... I'm gonna die or not.
Squish.
Started off on the wrong foot. I haven't played this stage in a while. I mean, it's probably been a couple months. No excuse, I know. get good.
Yeah, remember, you can dash up in this game. Or you can die on spikes.
No, actually, no, I didn't remember that you can dash up in this game.
You jump, hold up, and then dash. It should. Or no, we're in X2, we're not in X3, are we?
No, yeah, we're next two.
Okay.
I'm like,
I'm sorry, it's in X3 that you can dash up. This one is the one with the air dash.
because I'm like, I don't remember that. I was like, but again, you know, going through these times, I went through trying to, you know, defeat as many bosses as possible to try to get as much of an experience as possible. Whereas, you know, probably when I played it when I was younger, I probably just went through and tried to beat it as soon as possible. And I think it helps if you hold down the L button. I find that a lot these days. Like, I can't time just a normal, you know, a dash and then a jump. I just hold down the L button and it just... like that. I don't think you see that since the beginning of the game. No! Luckily it doesn't do any damage. Oh, so close. So close. I mean, decent stage design, decent bosses. Going down here isn't that death? Okay, maybe not. I mean, I think you take an appropriate amount of damage for, you know, the beginning of the game, you know, out of the starter zone. Oh, this one's worse. I'd rather have just done the other one.
Yeah, I think you have to do the other one as soon as you get to the top of that.
I like how it like gets out of there as soon as, like, I need to get out of here. I try to kill Mega Man X, I need to get out of here. I'll probably attempt this boss fight and... oh, this is the guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And see, that's what I kind of hate about him, because he can block your charge shots.
Do you want to know a very easy way of defeating him?
How?
Get your, equip your splash bubbles, or whatever they're called.
This
Bubble
one?
shot, yeah. And fully charge that up and just stand next to him.
You made that less interesting.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I know he's weak. Well, when I was playing this, you remind me like he's weak against Bubble, but now it's like never. crossed my mind. So you ready for number 1?
Yeah.
Can you guess what it is?
The only one left.
What have they been watching? That's a true question. And to me, the best Mega Man X game is Mega Man X. I think it's closer to Mega Man 1 than you think it is. And I know you probably disagree with that.
What? Mega Man X1 is good.
No, I said closer. I know you disagree with how I ranked Mega Man 1 in the previous video, but in this one, so like in Sigma Stage 1, you fight like 1 or 2 of the bosses, and then Sigma Stage 2, you fight a couple of the other bosses, and then Sigma Stage 3, you fight the rest of them. So they spread it out. I'm not gonna go to the Sigma stages because I hate that spider boss. You have to use ice on it. You have to follow the path.
Yeah. I
hate that boss. So what I'm gonna do is this is Flame Mountain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every time that I play this, I always think this is the Electric Armadillo or whatever his name is. Again, I don't call him by the right name.
You mean Spark Mandrill or
Spark
Armored
Mandrill.
Armadillo?
I know Armored Armadillo. I think he's Spark Mandrill. Every time. And I forgot he can't air dash. Can't air dash. And he can't get up there either.
Yeah, you can.
You know how long it took me the first time I got up there?
Yeah, it's difficult, but
Too long.
you can do it.
Too long. So I'll just have Zero give me his weapon. Because if I want Proto Man's weapon, he's just going to give it to me too. I don't want. But no, I mean, to me, this is kind of the perfect balance of stages, except for, you know, you have to go through Chill Penguin stage first to get the dash. Otherwise, the game is, I think...
Oh no, you have to do the easiest boss in this game first.
Well, I mean, and some of the other ones, you know, you always have that dash. And that's my main complaint, is that if they would give you the dash at the beginning, you could go to anybody you want to. You want to go to Banger Kuwabara or whatever his name is. I'm telling you, I'm bad. I am bad at remembering these people's names. It is like, I remember Storm Eagle because he is the original Spiral Pegasus. We talk about, you know, that's, you know, Storm Eagle. Chad Chameleon. I mean, that's Chili Willy the Penguin. That's what, Launch Octopus.
Yes.
Oh, it's Stink Chameleon. Like, I'm telling you, I am... We're taller than that robot. We're taller than Stink Chameleon. Are you happy about that? What? Ooh, close. He's probably about an actual foot taller, or an inch taller than I am. I'm not actually 6'3". I call myself 6'3", but I'm a little under 6'3". Because we needed to know all of that. We haven't had a water stage where I look horrible. So, if you, Shade, had to, I don't know, rank the top 3 Mega Man X games, I think at the bottom there's a little bit of a mix-up, but I think, you know, you wouldn't put Mega Man X7 anywhere close to the top.
You mean anywhere close to the top, meaning the bottom?
Yes. What would your top 3 Mega Man X games be?
I mean, probably 4, 1, and 2.
So I mean, we're not that far off. I mean, we're close. That that 1, 2, and 4 are the best of the best of the Mega Man games, and which is why you should probably buy the Mega Man X Collection 1 or Legacy Collection 1. Because like when we talk about like just the normal Mega Man games, I'm torn. Like 2's in one of them, 9's in the other. We're gonna do this the easy way. So, because I think 9's really great, and I think 2's really great. So, but no, to me, I'm probably gonna die. There we go. Oh, come on. Whatever. Be that way. And do you find that probably most people would agree that those are probably the best?
Probably.
Because we know so many people who have played all the Mega Man X games. I don't think your brothers have. I don't think my brother has. Either one of my brothers.
I mean, I think Chris has played most of them.
But like,
Chris, my younger brother Chris.
My younger brother Chris. I don't think he has. My older brother, he's more concerned with Final Fantasy. That's another story altogether. Tame that wild maverick. So I guess that's pretty much it. I've not died yet. Neither armies. But I think that's pretty much it. I think I've said my piece about the Mega Man X games. I think the next to do would be either Battle Network, but you've not played the Battle Network games.
No.
And I've played them once, like 5 or 6 years ago. Or the Mega Man Zero series, which I haven't played in probably 10 years since I lived with my parents. But they're all on Steam. Well, the Mega Man X series, or the Zero series, is on Steam now. So maybe one day it'll go on. It went on sale like last weekend. I just haven't bought them. And what purpose does that robot serve?
I mean, he's a serpent, a sea serpent robot. He does sea serpent things.
Just play in the dirt?
And what purpose does this fish that eats you have?
Robot food? You can turn me into robot plankton. I don't know. But there's gonna be no boss here. So I guess this is it. So for Shade, thanks to everybody for listening and putting up with my malarkey, my shenaniganry. And one day we'll do another video where Shade beats me in another video game, probably. Okay. He's got a pretty high percentage, except for Mega Man Prime 2. You're only half.
Metroid Prime 2?
Yeah, you're only half. You're 1 for 2 of me.
I mean, we can go again.
I would rather lose in Star Fox Assault.
Star Fox Assault.
I've got a worse record than that.